kumbuka SMS namba ni 23405. Yes, ukiwa na swali pale unaweza tuma pale msikilizaji, alafu kwenye ukurasa wa Facebook, yes, Radio Maria Kenya Nairobi. Wacha tuungane na wao waendelee kutufahamisha mengi zaidi.
Okay, thank you very much, and we are continuing with our topic of life in Christ, specifically on how do we present Christ to the young people. And I want us to go straight to the point since our time is not on our side. And my question this time goes to Father Edward. And Father Edward, I would like to know, and I'm a little bit curious to know how you really balance doctrine and relatability. Relatability, yeah.
Yes, that is an important question to ask. First, it's good to highlight the terms doctrine. This is the teaching of the church and the magisterium, teaching of the church, and relatability is how they relate. The young people relate to the doctrine. So through open dialogue, where youth they're able to express their thoughts, their doubts about the doctrine, this will help them feel comfortable in asking questions and also exploring their faith without fear of judgment. And they're able to ask questions which help the youth minister to break down the complex ideas to concepts that they can be able to relate to. Yeah, instead of using theological jargons, one can explain a doctrine in everyday language and connect them to the real life situations.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Nyaga, I get to you. These days we really use social media. Young people and social media, we are like bread and butter. And I'm wondering, you as a youth minister, how do you leverage technology and social media to share Christ with the young people?
Yeah, first of all, social media is this reality to us. We are interacting with the many social platforms, sharing many ideas, many information, creating a lot of content, and we know that among many other, maybe let's say different groups of generations that have been that have been maybe immersed in social media, young people are the most actually. Yeah? We did a research of the use of social media with young people. We looked at Eastern Dinari. Eastern Dinari comprises of rural parishes, the parishes down there, St. Monica, Embakasi, and you know that we realized that more than 90% of the young people are on social media. 90%.
Wow.
That is their word. And therefore, your question is, how do we maybe capitalize on social media to reach out to the young people? Yeah. I think it is a time we realize that our messages, our indication, we need to go to that direction. Especially now, when we are sharing the gospel messages, we need to capitalize on that. Maybe like, for example, sending Sunday readings before Sunday itself. Maybe some other teachings that we want to imbibe on the young people. That's the best place to send them. I have seen in many parishes we sell these leaflets for listen to the Sunday readings. They may not be appealing to the young people actually. Maybe if we have app where we can share those readings in their WhatsApp groups, it can make more sense than giving them in hard copy.
And don't you think if we do that, maybe some of them, maybe during Mass, instead of them really we might be thinking that they are using their phone maybe to take the readings, and maybe, you know, as you are looking on the phone, a message pops up, you are kind of distracted, you want to read that message. Don't you think it could be a source of distraction to them?
True. That's why the sensitivity of it comes now. What I meant is we sent this before. Like the week, maybe Thursday, Friday, we have already our readings on the social media. Maybe in a parish where we have youth groups, we share this before, even with the reflections that we want to, the message we want to send to them. Of course, when the liturgy is going on, the mass is going on, it is going to discourage. They're going to discourage these gadgets because it can be a source of distractions. Not all our young people are in the capacity of saying, "Let me now concentrate on what is being said." But we need to capitalize on social media, especially in the evangelization. That's what I mean. Sometimes we you know, we don't need to meet them physically. We don't need to meet them physically. Even we need to engage the content sharing, content sharing in them, in inspirational quotes, some spiritual videos, in which they can watch, and many times we encourage the sharing their very stories online. This empowers them and also creates a sense of community where they can connect with other peers. So we need actually to create that, you know, encouraging them to use
the social media. And that brings me to the questions. What do you think, or what are some of the effective online platforms or tools for youth ministry?
In fact, we have common one in WhatsApp. We have now many people joining WhatsApp groups. We can share our Christian messages there. We have Facebook. Now Facebook come with many groups, creating many groups. Instagram, these social media platforms. We can populate these social media platforms with Christ messages. Why not? And you know, I was talking this one with some people, and they were saying, no, people may be not interested in seeing what to send there. What I think is it is. You know, the spirit is there. We need to have faith that God speaks to the young people in their own youthfulness. I believe that God will direct them to watch those channels if you put the messages that are concerning their Christian living there. It is not for us to be concerned whether they will watch entertainment or leave those ones. The choices, of course, belong to them. But let us also know that also the grace of God is there. And our work is to put the content there, Christian content there.
Okay, and Mr. Nyaga, I'm just curious also regarding this social media. Sometimes some youth have this tendency of, I don't need to go to church, I can still have mass online. I can go on YouTube and follow the mass there. What would you tell the young people in that line?
What I would say is the relevance of mass, physical attendance of mass, remains essential, especially in our times. Remains essential because remember, virtual world is not real. In the sense that when I already capitalize on virtual world, I leave many physical touches. For example, it is true that we can receive blessings. Sometimes we can pray online, we can receive blessings online. But I would say that our church is not so much capitalizing on you know, encouraging online maybe liturgies attendance, because being at visual, and I want to say so, it may not have an effect that it has when someone, you know, sacrifices to reach to the church, sacrifices even his time, so that he can show this you know, thankfulness to God, that I can leave what I am doing and go. it is part of our Christian tradition to make
Sacrifice,
sacrifice. Yes, it is very easy to watch on my phone, but that is a way I may miss a lot. I would say I would encourage our young people to be physically present to the mass. It would give them more meaning and more experience.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Nyaga, and thank you so much to our dear listeners. I'm really sorry. Someone just sent a message that she was not hearing the questions, but from the explanation, I guess you will be able to relate with the type of questions that were asked, but I'm going to be a bit loud and careful when I'm asking. And my next question goes to Father Edward. Father, I understand there are some unchurched youth. There are some youth that don't like church. Maybe if I were not a sister, I would have been one of them. And I'm wondering, what strategies do you use to share the gospel with those unchurched youth? Because they also need to be, engaged. They also need to know Christ. Like, what strategies do you use as a youth chaplain?
Yes, there are a number of youth who don't attend regular church gatherings. And it's our responsibility and duty to make a follow-up to them wherever they are, to meet them where they are. And one of the strategy is making those follow-ups. We visit them in their homes and get to know what they are thinking about the church. We pray together.
Okay.
And through the influence of their peer, we are able to win them back. Also, in the support of their parents. And also using platforms like, as he has said, the social media, sending inspirational messages, video clips that they are spiritual readings, quotes. This also helps them to know that God still loves them, and they need to create a space in their heart for God.
All right, thank you so much. And how do you disciple youth in their faith journey as a youth chaplain?
It's by being a role model to them, by modeling an example they're able to follow. They're able to imitate, and also by working together, they feel that they are not on this journey alone. They feel accompanied.
Modeling them, what do you mean? Because I understand this brings me to this, what I've been thinking about. Youth, I tend to believe that youth will understand somebody that will speak their language, a kind of be in their lifestyle. Do you also do like that to be able to approach them, or you still use your own lifestyle as a priest and they still follow? I'm just wondering how you connect the two. How do you live their lifestyle and still live the lifestyle of priesthood?
You don't really have to behave like them, because they need also to see you as a role model, as the figure to run to. But you need to resonate to them in understanding their language, getting to listen to their stories. In that, they feel that you are empathetic, they feel accommodated, they feel appreciated. There is a sense of belonging, and they can be able now to journey with you.
Thank you so much. So I don't need to remove my veil for them to relate with me well.
No. You don't need to change your identity.
I don't need to change my identity.
Actually, the youth appreciate authenticity.
Okay.
When you are true to yourself, they respect that.
Wow, that is a good lesson learned. Mr. Nyaga, what are some of the common mistakes to avoid in youth ministry?
Thank you for that question. You know, I'm just thinking in line with what Father said, that we don't need to be with them. I usually tell you the ministers and you the mentors, they don't need to be youthish, but they need to be youthful.
Okay.
Those are two different. Yes, there's a difference.
Okay.
Being youthish is just imitating what they do. In fact, like you, a sister, if you imitate exactly what they do, you lose your identity. And they have nothing to learn. But being youthful is having their qualities. I like the gospels when they say you be like little child, no? Be like, so childlike, not childish.
Okay.
So being youth-like or youthful, not youthish.
Oh.
So sometimes the common mistake that people do want to behave exactly like them. And like now, for example, I as a youth minister, I dress the way they dress. I talk the way they talk. I want to imitate their language. I think I will be misplaced in front of them if I have to do that. What means being youthful or being like youth is appreciating and liking and loving what they do in their own youthful stage, and not condemning them. I remain with my identity, but I walk with them in their own lifestyle. I of course, I'm not saying that I mean to be shabby and all that, but I don't need to be fashionable in the way in which they are. In fact, they see me as if I'm misplacing my identity. Yeah? So that's one of the mistakes they do. We do as youth ministers. Another mistake we do is sometimes we tend to give our examples. You know, like the way we were, you know, in our times. But you know, these young people are not living in our times. They are living in their times. So I went somewhere and someone was saying, you know, where an old man can see when seated, you cannot see even if you climb a tree. But that young person, you know, wait a moment. It is true, I cannot see where he sees, but I can see somewhere. Respect to where I can see.
Exactly.
Respect to where I can see. So now when we see them as if they don't know anything, that's a common mistake that we make. The third one, which is the last one, I mean, there are many. Sometimes we think that we need to teach them and that they don't know anything. Yeah, we tell them, well, listen to what I'm saying. Of course, they can also teach us. You know, they usually say that when I say that in this, I'll say some of the things that they tell us. One of the things is, let us be companions in the journey. It is not that you are ahead of me and I'm behind. So we walk side by side by supporting me. You know, supporting me. Because maybe I have not reached where you have reached. But it is not that you have to tell me I am top and you are down. No, we are all in the same, you know, safari, you know, in the same journey of life. They are in their stage, I am in my stage. So I support them and we walk together. Yeah, I work together.
Okay, thank you very much. And it's really important. And I think that's what youth hates. They don't really like somebody that is trying to teach, and you're not ready to listen to them.
Yeah.
It is good you listen, and this not only goes to the animators, it also goes to the parents. Just to know that your youth, your teenager, the person you have in the house has so much to offer. I have seen some parents who sometimes, okay, let me use this common example. They struggle with social media, but the youth know it.
Yeah.
So it is for you to come down to their levels and ask where you don't understand, and they teach you, not you thinking that they don't know anything. Yeah. Thank you very much, Mr. Nyaga. And Father Edward, this is your last question. I'm sorry I've bothered you so much, but that's why you came. I understand that you are the youth chaplain of Ngong Diocese.
He is also a vocation director.
And the vocations director.
Yes.
So many responsibilities. Yeah. And the parish, the diocese is huge. So how do you balance vocations, animation, and then a youth ministry? Like how do you make it to reach out to all the young people? Do you go parish by parish, or just how do you go about it to be sure that all the youths have been reached?
No, there is, I don't, yes, I need to visit all the parishes, but we have a system. We have a well-elaborated system, since this ministry is collaborative. Yes, we have, at the diocese level, we have the diocesan youth chaplain. I have my assistant too. And we have 7 deaneries, where each deanery has a youth chaplain who coordinates with the diocesan chaplain. So there's a flow of activity, flow of coordination, and also in every parish there is somebody, a priest responsible or who is assigned to work with the young people. So this makes our work very easy to communicate to them, also to offer support program, to roll out programs, and it's not a hard work. Our work is just to coordinate.
Oh, thank you so much.
We
I
also
think
have
that is
a youth coordinator who is also very active.
oh, that is good to know. And now let me go to Mr. Nyaga. This one is a little bit out of our topic today.
Okay.
But you said you are the lecturer at Tanga University, and I think Tanga University is a theological school or something. Do you people do? Is it like a seminary? Is it a university? Like what is Tanga University? Tell us something about it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity, because maybe I can use this opportunity to make some clarifications. You are right when you say, when you ask whether it is a seminary, because people also think it's a seminary. Seminary means where priests and rangers are formed. But Tanga University, it is true, it is a Catholic university. It has a Catholic identity, follows Catholic ethos, and it has a school of theology. That's why people think it's a seminary. But besides, it has other schools, and those schools are having many programs that are offered in other universities. The first thing I want to say is a good news with Tangaza is before it used to be Tangaza University College, but in May 2nd this year we received a charter from the President of Kenya, and now we are full-fledged university, whereby now we are not affiliated to any university. Before we used to be affiliated to Kwea. And in fact, the good news is our this year we are celebrating our first what you call graduation, the inaugural graduation on 15th of November.
Wow.
It is really a great milestone for Tangaza as a university. Now let me talk in 1 minute. Let me talk about other schools apart from the schools of theology. Let me first of all let me say something on the School of Theology. First of all, in the School of Theology, we have 4 institutes. One is the Institute of Theology itself, with teach theological studies for those who are becoming priests, for those who are becoming rangers. There are also sisters doing theology there. We have Institute of Philosophy that teaches also those who are in line of becoming priests. Even there are some lay people who come to do philosophy so that they can become also maybe lawyers. They can become other people in the society. In the School of Philosophy, we have a very recent program that was launched called Peace and Security Studies, which is also a very new program that has been approved and it is running. Then the other 2 institutes, Institute of Spirituality and Institute of Islamic Studies. So we also teach Islam. The other schools, there are the School of Arts and Social Sciences. That is actually, most of students there come from the secular world, like any other university. In the schools of Arts and Social Sciences, we have the Institute of Youth Studies, where they have programs like counseling, psychology, youth ministry, child and youth studies, child safeguarding and protection, very secular programs. We have other institutes in the same in the same school. That we have Institute of Social Transformation. They have very transformative programs there also. We have Center for Leadership and Management. They offer many programs on leadership related administration and all that. And then we have also School of Social Communication, where we have also journalism courses, communication courses, and so forth. Then lastly, we have the School of Education, and it has actually one of the schools that has the highest number of students. Yeah, most of them actually, not most of, practically A number of them are from the government placement. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, from the government placement, and they offer basically teacher education. They have gone until masters. So I want to say that Tanga University College, university is not a seminary. It is a university like any other in Kenya. We have intakes in January. Coming January, we have ongoing intakes. We have also in August. They are brilliant programs, and our motto is teaching minds, touching hearts, and transforming lives. That's our goal. That's our goal.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nyaga. Now that has answered my question. You answered it before I asked it. I was wondering, I've seen a chart saying Tangaza first graduation, and I was like, Tangaza has been there. Does it mean that students have never graduated? But now you have clarified it.
Yeah.
And I invite our viewers, our listeners. We have a new, it has been there, but now newly chartered university.
And a
Tanga
newly growing
University.
universities.
Very growing very well. Actually, I'm a student there. Don't hear me asking questions and as if I don't know. I'm a student there in the Institute of Youth Studies. So you are most welcome to come and take choose any course of your choice and pursue your academic career from Tanga University. I tell you, you will not regret it. And okay, now I just want to ask us to say something. What is your message for the young people out there? And what is your message for the parents who are nurturing these young people? And what is your message to the youth animators in the church? First, Father Edward.
My final word would be to invite the parents, the matrons, and all people, the youth ministers, to be patient and persistent in working with the young people. They should work to build a relationship and trust that takes time, but its impact is worth it. So they should be always open to learn and also adapt to new approaches based on the needs of the youth that they serve. Yeah, they should also remember that it's okay to make mistakes. Because these are opportunities for growth. Lastly, we should never underestimate the power of our presence and support to our young people in their life. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I didn't hear your take for the animators. You as a youth chaplain, you should leave a parting word for them.
I invite them. We continue making a difference in supporting them. This is a group that many people don't wish to work with, so they should, since it is like a calling, identifying with the young people is a calling. As I said before, it is a privilege and also a challenge. So they should never give up in working with the young people.
Yeah, and don't get tired of us. We're the Gen Zs. We can be crazy sometimes. Bear with us.
So you're also a Gen
I'm
Z?
a Gen Z. So Mwalimu, please tell us something.
Thank you. Parting shot.
Yeah.
First off, to the young people. I would like to send a message to the young people that they should enjoy their youth when they are still young. Don Bosco used to say, dance, sing, jump, shout, but don't sing. Now it is their time. Let them live their life in fullness and avoiding things that spoil their youth life. Life is beautiful. Life is beautiful. Despite of many challenges they undergo, there is still light at the end of the tunnel. What they see should not be the criteria for making wrong judgments. every day is a new beginning. To the parents, let us not get tired of our young people. We have also been young. It is not they are, they are not the first one to be. We were also young. Let us remember that the challenges that we do and the lessons that we learn through our mistakes, as Father said here, made us grow. So let us tolerate the mistakes of our young people. Let us not, as I say, let us not see them as problems. Let us see them as having problems and help them and accompany them. To the animators, I'm very glad that there's a lot of effort being made by the church to train the animators so that they can be relevant to the young people. Right now, there is a program that we are running in the Archdiocese of Nairobi. We are training like 700 animators from different parishes, and they are going to be graduating very soon. And I'm glad this program is run by Tanga through Service Learning, the Universitate. And we want to recognize the great role of animators who are really parent to these young people, different groups of young people in Nairobi, MYM, YCA, and the rest, so that they can walk with them in their faith journey. I usually ask animators, imagine that nobody walked with you, will you be an animator today? So they are not animators by chance. I know they are having a lot of challenges, but my message to them is let us keep on pressing. Let us keep on accompanying young people, listen to them and understanding them. For sure, the work we are doing, we are making our human efforts, but God is there. God is the one who transforms. For us is to plant the seed. God will make the seed grow. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much. Very, very, very wise message. Father, what I got from you said we should not be afraid of mistakes. My dear young people, wherever you are, you are encouraged. You can make a mistake, but don't just slip in the mistake. Learn from it and don't make it your habit. So thank you so much to our dear viewers. Thank you so much to our dear listeners. Thank you for listening to us and staying with us all this while. I invite you to follow us on Radio Maria Kenya Nairobi. Click on that follow and turn on your notification button so that anytime we have a discussion, you will be alerted. And click that subscription button. Youth Zone with Sister Aurelia is the channel with us on YouTube. Like the video, leave a comment if you have any question to these our guests, Father Edward and Mr. Nyaga. Even if they have gone, I promise you I will look for them. They will answer that question. Just leave it in the comment section. We will get back to you and share the video, especially to the parents, to the animators. Let them learn what I have learned today. I'm 100% sure it is going to help me in my ministry. Thank you very much. With you was Sister Aurelia, Mr. Nyaga, Anastasio, and Father Edward. Thank you very much and have a nice day.
Yes, thank you very much for your time. I'm very happy, me as a Gen Z, I am glad enjoy your youth when you are young, but do not commit sin.
Exactly.
Yes, yeah. Life is very beautiful. So it's our time to use our youth well to avoid things that will damage our dreams. So thank you very much. I take this opportunity, Father Edward, to say hello, hi to some people who are listening right now.
So hello, it has been interesting to work to talk to our audience. Hope that our message has been helpful. We look forward to sharing more as we journey with our young people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Lecturer Nyaga from Tanga University.
Yeah. Hello, hi to you, our viewers and listeners. Thank you so much for being with us and listening to our sharing this afternoon. And I really wish you all the best wherever you are. Let this sharing that we have had together be an enlightenment to us for our lives. And I want also to really inform you that all three of us are youth ministers, ministers. Sorry that maybe we did not say our identity very well. Father Edward here. Father Edward here is a youth minister pursuing BA in youth ministry, together with Sister Aurelia, all the way from Uganda. And sister, thank you very much for this passion you have for the youth, and also with Father. And I myself also, no, I'm not only a lecturer. Actually, I'm a very practical and simple man. I like living life simply because I know that there's so much greatness in being simple. Okay. I wish you all the best.
Yes, msikilizaji, hao wamekuwa wageni